All right, everybody. I want to do a quick on the spot, savage analysis talking about Nicco Montano. As you know, in 2017, Nicco entered the Tough House tournament and became the first. She beat the dog shit out of Montana De La Rosa. Beat the fuck out of her anyway. And she beat your girl Roxanne Modafferi for the inaugural flyweight title. And she looked good. She looked good the whole time. And she was scheduled after winning this fight to eventually fight the number one contender, Valentina Shevchenko. You know, I was listening to some old podcasts on Coach's channel, and I specifically remembered that Roger Allen had spoke about how when Valentina first came to the flyweight division, he was answering somebody's question, and he was like, well, shouldn't she had somebody else to fight other than the one person that she fought? And he basically explained to the person there were 7 people that ducked her right off the break. So I think people were just as afraid of Valentina at 125 in the beginning as they were later. Just like some people ducked her in 135, I'm certain. But anyway, this fight was scheduled to happen. It had to get rescheduled because, Nicco, foot or heel was fucked up. She didn't want to miss a fucking rerun of Bonanza. She was at the laundromat watching Telemundo or whatever the fuck. The fight had to keep getting rescheduled to the point where Valentina was getting frustrated and she just was asking about this shit. Next thing you know, Nicco blocks her on Twitter. So eventually, the fight gets scheduled. Valentina keeps asking Nicco, are you sure you're going to fight? And Nicco's like, yeah, sure. Right, I'm going to fight you. And eventually, come weigh-in date, the fucking fight is canceled because Nicco gets on the scale and weighs 143 pounds when championship weight is 125 pounds for the flyweight belt. So a lot of people are upset. Nicco gets stripped, as she should have, and she goes on this tyrannical rant about how it had something to do with the facility and yip, and they don't know the real story, and I'm going to give them the real story, and y'all can kiss my, all this stuff, right? And some people backs Nicco. Hell, if you look at the documentary, yes, she made a documentary discussing and videotaping what led to the Valentina Shevchenko fight being canceled. And what was interesting was she filmed all this shit. And I saw a clip of it, a little promo for the documentary. And I just started to think that it's convenient that everything got filmed, But anyway, we'll get back to that. So she filmed the documentary. And in between this documentary being filmed, Nicco gets a move to 135 pounds. And she moves up to 135 pounds. And what happens is she has a fight with my girl Pena. And so she fights Juliana Pena and loses by decision. She was able to make weight then, but for some strange reason, she wasn't quite able to compete any other time. But it's like I think she had like what, one fight in like about 4 years and shit.